The Trump administration is following a playbook: cause chaos, create fear and confusion, make it seem like peaceful protesters are a mob by firing gas pellets and tear gas canisters at them. Why? To create the pretext for invoking the Insurrection Act, so that he can send military troops to our city. He wants to justify and normalize the presence of armed soldiers under his direct command. I want to take you through the steps that he's taken to follow the playbook and show how it is playing out real time here in Illinois. When I first heard reports of Trump's plan to send armed military troops into our streets, more than 100 elected officials, business leaders, clergy, law enforcement, educators, and community organizations gathered on August 25th to send an unequivocal message to Donald Trump. We don't want troops on the streets of Chicago. There was never an insurrection or an invasion on the ground that justified the deployment of the military to our American city.
We do not interfere with the duties and responsibilities of federal agents. We don't have to agree with it. It doesn't matter. You don't have to agree with it. We don't have to agree with it. It doesn't matter. You don't have to agree with it. We do not interfere with their orders. And when they go out to carry out their orders, they will do that the way that they're trained to do it and their understanding of what it is they have to do. Another one, CPD will not arrest and cannot arrest federal agents because someone deems what they're doing is illegal or unlawful. Their rules of engagement are different from CPD and other local law enforcement agents. We need to be clear about this. If we're not clear about this, we will see another event like we saw Saturday. We cannot move like this in this city. If we want to keep the peace in this city, we need to be smart about how we do things. And attacking law enforcement under any circumstances is
Shalom.
for anyone.
All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakor Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, so this is more division in Satan's kingdom. All right, you have the conflicting views within Chicago. You have the police department saying, you know, we can't really do anything about it. We can fight against, we can't even fight against federal orders or, you know, these federal agents. And then you have the government or council of Chicago calling what Trump is doing, you know, unconstitutional, illegal, you know, and everything, you know, along the lines of that. And, you know, this is just more division in this man's kingdom. All right, Mark 3:23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. This kingdom is divided against itself on all levels, man. You know, you have the police department, the local police, state police, or, you know, whatever it's called. With one view, you have governors and mayors with another view. Of course, you have the, you know, the administration of Nero with their view. You got division amongst the people, whether they be right wing, left wing, extremists, or whatever, you know, and it's just all division. This place is in chaos. And this is the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai making this place be in this chaotic state. Every other video you see on the internet is somebody with an opposing opinion against somebody else in this place. As I speak on the government of this place, the people are gonna have their opposing opinions or whatever, but this government is in disarray. The government of a prudent man is well ordered. And this is how you know this place is on its way out. It's division on every level, man. It's on protest, even amongst the people, it's always some, what do you want to say, a cause or some type of what they see in their eyes as a freedom that they're fighting for. As far as the uproars of the people, the government is battling with each other. This place is bound to fall. This is the end of Babylon the Great. And if a Mark 3:24, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. Because you can't have division amongst leadership. Because everybody that you're leading will have the ability to choose sides and be, have opposing sides amongst those who are following you. And that's all you see in America. Everybody has their little self-righteous cause, no matter how wicked. They had a little self-righteous cause. They marching in the street. They got picket signs. They, fighting in the street, fighting the police, fighting the ICE agents. This place is divided, man. Which makes it, as I speak on the mind state of the eastern part of the world, this is the prime time to do what you want to do. You see the house divided. They say what? Divide and conquer. They already divided, so they ready to be conquered. And although this place is ready to be conquered, it's not going to be to the benefit of those nations on the eastern part of the world, those heathen nations on the eastern part of the world. Because start with the hopeful elect, the nation of Israel, you Negro, Latino, Native, Seminole Indian, or the future rulers of this world. But this place is ready. This place is ready to be had, man. It's ridiculous, man. I get a lot of these clips off of TikTok. I throw them on YouTube or whatever. But it's always something. Can't make, you scroll through the thing. You can't make 3-4 scrolls without seeing some chaos in this place. And this is the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai causing this division amongst this place. Once again, this place is ready to be had. Mark 3:24, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom shall not stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house shall not stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. And this is what you see. Satan, rising up against himself, man. The adversary rising up against themselves. They doing too much infighting to survive. They house not in order. So how can they continue to rule over the nations? which Esau has done. Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave him the power to do so. How can they continue to do so? That's how you know the Lord's getting them out of here, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is getting them out of here. They divided on all levels. It's pardon me, it's no level of any type of what you want to call it, unity or camaraderie in America anymore. Everybody is against each other. This place is ready to be had, man. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he gonna execute judgment on this place. But I ain't gonna hold you. I hope that video was edifying. Shalom.